This conference will now be recorded.
So guys, today we discuss about IAM account, right? So account ID, it should be there, and I have to enter my user ID, this one, and my password. And sign in. I think I have to erase all drawing. Okay guys, so now I'm able to log in my AWS console. So what you guys want to discuss today? So this is the services history, console home, IAM, EC2 account, support, billing, AWS migration hub, right? So these are the services AWS provided to the console, their console. First one is compute. Which kind of EC2? Let's install ECS, EKS, Lambda, Batch, Elastic. Storage have something different. S3, EFS, Glacier, Storage Gateway. Database have RDMS, DynamoDB, Elastic Cache, Neptune, Amazon Redshift. And machine learning also is there. Migration use for if anybody want to use from on-premise to cloud. So you can use these kind of services to migrate things. AWS Migration Hub, Application Discovery Services, Database Migration. This is used for the database, huge database you can migrate to the AWS. And server migration have other different servers. Snowball basically used for if you have a very big data center, big data. So what AWS provide, AWS give you a hard drive kind of services with very secure way. Maybe they can send a truck to your data center and copy that data to everything, every data in this drive, right? And they will send to the remote or other location. It may be the 100 miles, 50 miles, 500 miles, depend upon the services. So this is what they use for the migration, and they can later upload the data in new data center or new location. Networking part, we will discuss about it. So this is the VPC, CloudFront, Routers 3, API Gateway, Direct Connect. So these kind of services also provided by the AWS. Developer tools, you have CodeStar, Code Commit. This kind of Git is work, code build, code deploy, code pipeline in Cloud9 and X-Ray. Okay, customer engagement, pinpoint, business. So this kind of services you have, right? CloudWatch is for the monitoring purpose, auto scaling, cloud formation, cloud tool. So we will discuss about each and every services later. I'm just showing the portal and we can discuss only the IAM account today, right? So security and identity compliance, IAM, Cognito, security manager, guard duty inspector, Amazon machine, AWS organization, AWS single on sign on, certificate you can manage through this. Okay, IoT and external blah blah. So so guys, today what we have a task, I will share the link, and let me share my user ID. Password is, everything is small. Click that link, and create your own account on the IAM. How we have to create an account? Go to the IAM. What is IAM? Identity and access management. Okay, and now you have to go to the users, and clearly you have to add a user. Click here and give your user ID. Can anybody tell me his email ID? So, or you can mention the. Just type on the chat if anybody want to. I can show them on the demo. Rohit has given. So Rohit. So you can enter your email ID, right? suppose, and I want to give him programmatic access as AWS console access, right? Let me create a custom password for this account. And I don't want to change the password the next logon. So let me click next. It will ask you which group you want to add. So let me add here this test group. So this account is assigned to this test group. Let me create user. So now a Rohit account has been created. And this is the Rohit console to access these things. Rohit, you have a administrative privileges, so don't misuse it.
Hmm.
Get the bill, buddy.
So you can click it, and this is your user ID and password. The password is this one. Origin is small, right? So try to log in with their account, and rest of the guys need to log in with the previous link and use my user ID and password and create your own account. This is your task right now. Do it fast, man. I want to see a lot of user over here. Let me close this. Then we will discuss about the roles.
Amazon Identity and Access Management, or IAM, allows you to manage access to compute, storage, database, and application services in the AWS cloud. IAM uses access control concepts you'll already be familiar with, such as users, groups, and permissions, which get applied to individual API calls. So you can specify permissions to control which users can access specific services, the kinds of actions they can perform, and which resources are available, ranging from virtual machines, database instances, and even the ability to filter database query results. For instance, you can determine which users have MFA access to specific Amazon EC2 resources and can perform specific actions on those resources, such as who can launch an Amazon EC2 instance. And with AWS CloudTrail, you can keep logs of these kinds of activities, so it's easier to keep tabs on API activity and stay compliant. You can also integrate your existing identity system, such as Microsoft Active Directory, using standards-based federation technologies so that IT admins and developers can administer AWS without needing additional credentials. By using one central identity management system, you can spend less time and effort administering yet another environment while ensuring everyone gets what they need. We know that security is very important for Amazon Web Services customers, so we have always focused on security as a top priority. In addition to physical security certification to providing fine-grained access and data locality controls, AWS provides the infrastructure building blocks so you can build sophisticated, secure applications which meet the regulatory and compliance standards your business requires, from ITAR to HIPAA. IAM lets developers focus on the features and functionality of their applications, while it does the heavy lifting on the security side of things. For instance, IAM can automatically rotate access keys on your virtual machine instances, ensuring that only trusted applications and users have appropriate access at any given time. There's no additional charge for IAM, and getting started is easy. Just click the Getting Started tab.
Okay, guys. So how many people created a user right now? No one? Is anybody creating users?
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so Jayagopal has been created his account now, and you can see here blah blah things. So let me add him some security and groups. So you want to check the group, which group is assigned to. So just click on the. He already assigned him to the administrative group, right? And permission boundary is not set. Test new. He already assigned himself. So this is very easy task you can create, but don't give any normal user to the administrative access. This may be one and two user ID only. It should be not be no more than one and three people. Now come to the roles. So what is roles actually? Basically, IAM roles are a secure way to grant permission to entities that you trust. Example of entities include the following: I am user in another account, application code running on a EC2 instance that needs to perform action on AWS resources. An AWS service that needs to act on the resources in your account to provide its features. Users from a corporate directory who use identity federation with SAML, they can also use. So these are the document guys. You need to learn about it. So now we talk about the Amazon IAM facts. So these kind of questions, come in the interview, and you don't need to go and search everything. You just create your free tier account, log in, and start studying AWS. This is the beauty of AWS. So, what is AWS Identity and Access Management? It may be asked by your interview also in the interview questions. So this is the answer actually mentioned here. How do I get started with IAM? To start using IAM, you must subscribe at least one of the AWS services. You must have AWS services. Means, what is this? These services you should have, and whatever you bring to the AWS, you must have a console for this. This is what it means. What problem does IAM solve? IAM makes it easy to provide multiple user secure access to your AWS resources. IAM enables you to manage IAM users at the access. You can create user in AWS Identity Management System, assign user individual security credentials such as access key, password, multi-factor authentication. Anybody can explain me what is multi-factor authentication? Anybody?
My,
Yes,
my,
Shamim.
my
Okay, go ahead, go
In
ahead,
my
one by
case,
one.
in
Mm-hmm.
my case, I used MFA by installing an application called Authenticator in my cell phone, so that whenever I try to access my root account along with password, I had to give a passcode that gets generated every 6 seconds in my Authenticator app. So it
Okay.
is actually multiple ways to provide authentication to our root account. Usually we provide to our root account only. For IAM users, we don't provide multi-factor authentication. We can provide, but usually our primary focus is on root account only, because from root account only we are going to monitor other IAM users only. So that's my case actually.
Okay, great. Anybody
I
else?
want to add. I want to add to Rohit actually. Hi Shamim, this is Amar.
Amar, welcome back.
I want to add one more point actually. Generally, the root account will be locked in AWS. No one will use it because for security purpose. So we also log in as IAM user, and we use MFA or multi-factor authentication to log in to perform root account activities.
Exactly.
Right, right. Actually, in corporates also, they don't provide any credentials of their root
Mm.
accounts. So that's
Mm.
why to all their employees or customers, they are giving IAM access only. Because, of course, as you said, you are right. Root account, it is not actually locked. We can unlock it, but it is not recommended to unlock it. We can
Mm.
go with the flow with our IAM account by providing certain access to it. So that what we do. But as an individual, when I was working on AWS for my practice purpose, so there I used to work with my IAM account only, and for billing purpose only I used to unlock my root account. So that's it.
So this
Okay, no
is a
problem.
question for all of you guys. Okay, I mean, from the point way of I'm coming in. Okay, IAM user is to access this thing, but let's assuming that I don't. I'm not. I'm not an admin guy.
Mhm.
I'm not an admin guy, so I'm not really cared about I don't really care about building or other things. All I am cared about is that I get access to. I can see S3 to put my data in. I want to use Kinesis. I want to use that. So what sort of and I'm an AD group user in my in my network. In that case, how should we do it?
So basically, you need to IAM account have a you can set that access level. Suppose user ID is here, right, Jayagopal. So admin can do, they can give you very limited access. This is what I have to discuss about the roles, right? So these are, you can see the below screen. These kind of roles they have. What kind of result is showing here?
But what you're saying that means is if a company has got, let's say, 5,000 employees, do we need to have 5,000 IAMs?
No, they can
Then
create a service account. They can create a particular user account also. So
how
it's
does it
up to your
happen in,
it's up to your architect, I think, or who is administrator who is managing the your AWS thing. So he can only, yeah.
yeah, but how does it happen in real time? Like, what do people do in real time? Do they create or do they bring everyone from the AD group into IAM or
No, AD is different thing. AD is not AD. You can sync also, but IAM account is a service provided by the AWS only to access the resources. So
resources?
if you
Okay.
have a certain level of, suppose if you have a, you can every time you can see all the services, but some services you're not able to access, right? Or the administrator of your company or a by an individual, if it's provided by you, if you have access, you can only access that. That's it, right?
Jay, I want to actually answer your question. See, suppose a
Go for it.
company, as you said, you have 5,000 employees. It's not a mandatory to create 5,000 accounts. Okay, and we can also create it. That's not at all a big task. Okay, I mean it's not restricted. I mean to say, okay, we can go and create 5,000 accounts. But generally, as AWS has different services. Okay, first point, and second point, AWS has different type of roles we can use it out. Suppose as a normal user, if you want to access S3 buckets, you should have a role to access to S3 bucket. So a user can have multiple roles. So and third one, based on the requirement of the user, what he is exactly working on AWS, he is specifically given the specific role to him. So I think that it's not mandatory to use 5,000 accounts. A single IAM account can have multiple roles and multiple responsibilities.
Okay.
Okay,
Or do we have?
suppose if I say I'm an administrator group, for example, uh, I have different 10 people under me, so I can have a one account where that account can be used for administrating it by all people.
It may be a service account, service admin
Yeah,
account. It's kind of, yeah,
exactly,
already defined.
exactly.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
My
Gopal, do one thing. You first, I just shared a one link, facts, I just copied here
I'll
in the
go.
chat. Okay, so you must go through it before understanding this, right?
Sure,
Otherwise,
sure.
you're not able to understand it. So let me move ahead and where we are actually. So guys, this is the question and answer. If you read it properly, you will become a master of these things. What kind of security credential can IAM user account use? So just go through it. Can I structure a collector of user in hierarchical way such as LDAP? Yes, you can organize user and group under path. Similar to object path in Imagine S3, for example, my company, division, project tribe, and Joe. This is another folder, this is another folder, this is another folder. Same way you can create a user account also. So let me give a demo how to, okay, let me go back. Suppose this is a Rajagopal ID, right? And let me go to the roles and I have to assign some role over here, right? So you can create a new role, and here you can give the access. Suppose I'm giving a role access to this account. So this is my, you can see my Outlook one, the main account. EC2. So this is what I'm selecting here, EC2. Allow EC2 to all call AWS services on your behalf, right? Next permission. Now I'm creating a policy over here.
EC2 container service is like a Docker service, I think.
Okay, let me remove this. Okay, leave this. Suppose if I give an administrative task, right? I'm assigning this task to you, Rajagopal, Jayagopal. Attach or detach, right? So if you already have access, so let me detach this. This is the JSON template. You can also use this to detach that. So this is how you can remove any account access, and you can add permission also. So let me assign some other roles to this account. Um, suppose Amazon API gateway, right? And go to the action and you have to attach. It will ask you which user account you want to attach. So let me give to the Jayagopal attach policy. Jayagopal, can you now check, log in with your account in your machine and check if you have what you can do with this account. Let's do it right now. Are you there?
I'm here, buddy. I'm just adding it in. Hold on a second.
Let me change something for the Rohit also. So Rohit can also. Vinay, have you not created any account? So I'm a root account for you guys. So I'm removing you here as admin, and now I'm attaching something else. API Gateway Administrator, right? Thank you, Rohit. That's it. Done. So Rohit and Gopal now able to manage API
Can I
Gateway
ask
Administrator.
you one favor? Can
Go
you
ahead.
change my password to something sensible?
You need a password?
Yeah, you need to change my password. Yes, please.
You don't need to change your password. So it's asking for the changing the password.
No, it is not, but I just want, because it created its own password. Okay, can you change my password to something small? Is it possible? Can you change it? I'm not sure.
At the rate 123, something like that required.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me change it. Origin is small letter. You can try it.
No, mine is not small. So if you just change mine.
Are you forget your password or what?
Uh, no, it's quite big and it's not letting me copy it.
Just type it. That's it.
Password. Just see console password manage. See if you can manage. Or can you? Okay, manage. Oh no. Okay.
You want
Yeah,
me to
custom
custom
password. Yes, please.
So same password I am setting here, but I written
Yeah.
my last.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. You get that?
Great. I mean,
Fine now. So you're not a part of any group. So let
I'm
me add.
fine. I'm fine, and I can see. I can launch EC2,
Okay.
build a web, build use your virtual server, building. I mean, all I can do is I think I can create EC2, connect to IoT devices, start a development project. I mean, I've got access to Route 53. So let me see if I can S3.
No, basically, I mean, you able to access everything, right?
Yeah, I'm able to access everything. You're right. I'm able to access everything.
Maybe for the some different purpose. It's not restricted actually.
Yeah, you're right. I thought I got it restricted. No, I haven't got restricted. I can access everything.
Got restricted, right?
Sorry, Shaman?
You got restricted with you're not able to create anything.
No,
EC2 is saying
I
you can
can,
create it. Yeah.
I can. Resources. Basically, in fact, I'm able to create even a S3 bucket, but I didn't create it so that you don't get charged.
Yeah. Nothing will be charged. No worries. So whatever free AWS will give you, go ahead.
No, but S3, I think S3 at S3. Just be careful. I think S3 is charged.
Okay.
S3 is not free, so just be careful, guys. Yeah, I created an instance, a free instance with
Mhm.
T2 micro. Let me create a new key. Oh, choose an existing key. Create a new key. Keep a name. Perfect. Yeah, I was able to create an instance
Okay, that's
with
great.
my username and password.
So it's a free tier. That's why you're able to create. Got my
I
point?
created it. I created it on free time, so not a problem. But let's
Free one,
see.
free one you can use with any account. It's not an issue with the AWS.
Ah, interesting. Is it?
Rohit, what is your status? Rohit is silent. So this is what we can manage in IAM accounts, right? This is nothing else. Policies, I already showed you how to provide that. So a lot of policies, whatever is required, you can add the access. Identity provider is, you can create provider if you want. That's it. And credential report you can also download if you have in password.
But Shamin, I think for discussion, how do you connect a AD group to this thing? Would be, I think it would be everyone's nightmare. Like I've got a AD group already set up. I need to link it to my IAM user.
Any view of yours on this?
Go to services. It's an additional service, AD group connectivity.
Cognitive. I think it's cognitive.
No. Microsoft Cognito.
Perfect. I hope you haven't recorded that one.
Yeah, this is recording, no worries.
Oh, you're this is not recording? Okay.
It's in recording, no worries. We're not doing something offensive. So manage identity pool, use pool name, authentication identity, authentication. Okay. You can also set up a directory over here. You can see that.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
directory services allowed you actually AWS manage Microsoft AD, simple AD connector or Amazon connector.
Third option is correct. AD connector. When you want to connect on-premises AD to AWS.
Okay.
Thank you so
And
much.
every services directory types they have own limitations. If I click here, you can see with AWS management Microsoft AD, you can easily enable your account Active Directory aware workload as an AWS resource to use manage actual Microsoft Active Directory in the AWS cloud. Workload example included Amazon EC2, Amazon RDS for SQL Server .NET application. So this is kind of you to use that. In Simple AD, if you talk about Simple AD does not support Amazon Chime, Amazon RDS. These services have limitations. AD connector. AD connector is a proxy of redirecting directory requests to your existing Microsoft Active Directory without changing any information in the cloud. AD connector comes in two sizes, small and large. A small AD connector is designed for a small organization of up to 500 users. A large AD connector can support large organization of up to 5,000 users. So this is the benefits of this. Amazon Cognito, your user pools. With your user pool, you can add user registration and sign in features to your apps. So this is for the application base, I guess. User can sign in with an email address, phone number, or use username rather than your external identity provider like Facebook or Google. You can also create custom registration field. So suppose whenever you suppose playing any game on the phone, registering something. So Amazon Cognito, you registered something on your Facebook. So this kind of services is also provided here by the Amazon Cognito user pool. You can verify email address and phone number, recover password, enable multi-factor authentication. We just need a few line of code. Okay, guys. So let me go with connector and which one you have to use. So if you want to use a small one, they have some money involved in that. Small you want to use or large one you want to use. For monthly basis, hourly basis, and 36 for monthly basis in USD, 0.5 hourly basis. You can describe that and you can give any name, my company. Right. By default, it will show you some IP address. This is a VPC, virtual private network. If you want to create a new VPC, you can create. You can put all this in here. Your new VPC. Subnet, any preferences. So I'm using a default one. You can use a default one also. You go to the next. Write a DNS name you can choose here, right? Optional. Suppose my UAMP dot corporate.com. Write a netbus name. It's the optional. So let me UAMP. DNS IP address. If you want to mention here, that's fine. Required to must have DNS IP address. Services, service account, password confirm. And click the next. So this is how you can connect your Active Directory. Then anybody user who have you provided the same kind of you can manage these things. Suppose you are creating user here in IAM account. So what kind of services they have, the role you can assign. They can also use in a same way with your Active Directory also. Got my point, guys?
Jay Gopal, do you know, do you have a good knowledge on AD actually?
No, not that much. No.
Okay, because the thing is, at AWS level, I think Shimim has told, but what maybe may need something we need to change at AD level, but we have to know that.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
okay.
exactly. Right, actually. So there is a domain name, something kind of.
Yes, there should be some connectivity we have to establish between the on-premises and AWS.
Yes. This is another kind of service. AWS, WAF, and AWS Shield help protect your AWS resources from web exploit and DDoS attack. So they have different features. You have a console now. You can access that and you can learn about it. I'm not going too much explain over here. So go to AWS WAF. This is the web application basically. So what is AWS WAF? AWS WAF is a web application firewall services that helps protect the website and web apps that you deliver with Amazon Cloud Front End ELB application. Load balancer. Create a web access control list that define the HTTP and HTTPS request to allow, block, or count it. This is how it works actually. First, you have to create a name ACL, create condition, create rules, and review and create it. This is also the part of the IAM services, security, identity, and compliance. Artifact. AWS Artifact features a comprehensive list of access control documents relevant to compliance, such as security in the AWS cloud. So these are the more part of the security part. Okay, get the artifacts, get the artifacts.
I would imagine this is the most important part, security.
Yes, we will do a separate session and we will discuss about all the services over here. I don't think it's a big deal for us. Okay, guys. But today we have to focus on only on IAM account. Rest is related to security, identity, and compliance. So IAM, I think we are about to done. You know how to assign a role. So these three parts, roles, public policies, identity providers. This is the basic thing we have to know about it. Okay. Anything else, guys?
No, good on this one.
So Amar has shared a very good document. You can how you can use directory services with AWS. And this is the AD connector, and this kind of question actually asked by the in the interview. And I already given a few interviews on AWS, so they will ask me about how to connect your AD. And this
I've got
comes in,
one today. At 12:30, so I'll keep you guys posted.
okay, how to connect your on-premise Active Directory with AWS using AD connector. So this is also used as a password or ID less authentication also. Amar, do you have any idea how to passwordless authentication in AWS?
No, yeah. At AWS level, I never tried. No.
Okay. So
I don't
this is
think so. You need a AWS level because you're creating EC2 instances, and I would imagine what Ahmad thought of the other day is passwordless is within those EC2 instances. You won't need it at, but what we would need is what I'm looking for is usually you got a third-party system. So previously, what we used to do was we used to have an edge node where or a gateway server where things will fall down, and we used to suck data from that. Okay,
no, 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 no.
but
So
I don't know how it
basically,
happens now.
this is the two things. AWS Directory Services for Microsoft Active Directory and how to enable LDAS for your AWS Microsoft Active Directory. So this is you need to go through it actually, and accordingly you can log in directly with your AD account to any instances also. This can also provide.
Perfect.
Creating a Amazon for Windows Server instances and seamlessly joining it to your AWS Microsoft AD domain. You can see that here, right? Login to Amazon EC2 for a Windows Server instance using remote desktop protocol. Launching and using Microsoft Windows Server Manager. Launching Windows PowerShell with administrative privilege and running Windows PowerShell script. So this is also provided by the AWS, and it is they have different how to enable LDAPs on AWS Microsoft AD. So LDAP aware application LDAP clients typically access LDAP server using transmission control protocol TCP on port 389. By default, LDAP communication on port 389 are encrypted. However, many LDAP clients use one of two standard to encrypt LDAP communication: LDAP or SSL or port 636. So we can understand. I don't know anybody going to ask what this port will work, but you must know and understand if something is required. Are you going to do this kind of task in your organization? Background of CA deployment. So this is a different hierarchy of it. Deploying Microsoft CA to enable LDAPs and AWS Microsoft AD. So you can go through it. Amar, can we do something session on this? We can create some, but I don't have any AD account here or any Microsoft Azure account. But this is the problem. LDAPs with AWS Microsoft AD using a Microsoft Enterprise CA. So how it work actually? On-premise network is here, LDAP client is here. Enable LDAP, AD, AWS Microsoft AD, two-way communication, VPN connection. They're using a two-way communication, right? And root admin have they given some hierarchy. Anybody can explain this picture? Amar, you want to explain this? And these are the parameters required. Add Microsoft Enterprise CA to your AWS Microsoft ID. Create certificate templates, configure AWS security group rules, delegate permissions the number one task. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5 point is saying 5 keep a certificate, how it's communicating each other, issue certificate and administrative certificate. So Microsoft CA in a for the AWS, it's how you use it. For instance, sorry.
What is that Microsoft CA? It's a certification identity. What is exactly is that? I don't know. I don't know what is that Microsoft CA. So I think
This is
to me
the
also the diagram is a big Greek and Latin for me.
CA. So create a certificate template in this case, server authentication with server authentication and auto enrollment enabled so that your AWS Microsoft ID directory domain controller can obtain certificates through auto enrollment to enable LDAPs. So this is what you use. I think this is a very big task. So somehow we should manage this kind of ID accounting now.
No, prior to this, I think we should have a good knowledge on AD.
Yes,
How AD
exactly.
is done.
Yeah. It's very big task actually. Another diagram is gonna come. Setting up a subordinate Microsoft Enterprise CE joint tutorial. Okay, guys. So let me share this link with you guys. If you want, you can later go through it. Okay. Okay. I think this is enough for today. We will discuss at some other time for any other services. Okay. Would you
I think
guys?
if security services as the next one, if someone's super confident, then that would be super nice.
At the last, because we need to go through it a lot with this.
Okay.
It's not easy part one, easy one. Okay. So next we can discuss IAM is done, and we can discuss compute one. Okay. Compute we will discuss maybe today or maybe tomorrow, right?
Okay.
Okay, guys. Bye bye. Take care. See you
Bye.
in
Bye, Shimim.
next.
Bye, Jaya. Bye, Vinay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.